In one of my hands is the world's smallest basketball, and in the other is the world's most silent basketball. And today I'm going to be testing these and seeing how they are compared to a normal basketball. Alright, so before I test these basketballs, I'm going to go get some opinions on them.
So I was walking on the beach and I saw this group of teenagers who would be perfect to ask.
I'm sure a little video where I get people's opinions on the world's smallest basketball. I was wondering if I maybe ask you a question or two. I bet, yeah. So on your first initial thoughts of seeing this, what do you think of it? Because it's the world's smallest basketball. You want to hold it?
Sure.
Yeah.
It looks like a basketball.
No, but how does it feel?
Yo, I feel like a real basketball.
You see, that's pretty crazy.
Yo, Graham, feel this.
Does it feel like a real basketball? Yeah. Okay, would you ever play basketball with this thing?
Probably not.
Do you think it's hard to dribble with?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. We also have another basketball here. This is the silent basketball. This does not make noise. So you can feel it. Get your initial thoughts on it. You bounce it. Silent.
Yeah.
Nothing. What are your thoughts on this? Would you play basketball with this?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? Do you like it? Feel it? Do you like how it feels?
Well, damn. Yeah.
Would you ever buy this for $20?
If I wasn't broke, yeah, I would.
Okay. That's a good answer.
But with that interview of the balls complete, I was now testing them.
Alright, so we're going to be starting with the small basketball. And the first thing I want to test with this basketball is honestly the quality. Just feeling this basketball, you guys can see there actually is some texture on this basketball. Very surprised about that. It still has the logos on, and honestly, overall, it feels like a normal basketball. So quality is pretty cool and honestly good for this basketball. And even when holding it in your palm, it feels like a normal basketball still. I'm honestly surprised. Alright though, the next thing I want to test is a bounce test. I want to see if this can bounce like a normal basketball because it is a really small basketball. So we're going to do a classic drop and we're going to see how high it goes. Okay, honestly, it went right below my elbow, which is pretty normal for a basketball, or even gets to the elbow, so honestly, pretty good. But even just bouncing it, honestly,
It was feeling pretty good, so I didn't have much issues.
it still feels like a normal basketball. So honestly, the bounce on this thing is pretty solid. I'm honestly shocked by this basketball right now. But one of the next things I'm wondering about the world's smallest basketball is, can you dribble with this thing? I would say I have pretty good handles. So we're going to see if I can dribble and actually dribble with this small basketball. We're going to try a little crossover. Oh, okay. Not a good first look. Okay, just off first impressions dribbling this thing, you got to be ready how challenging it's going to be to dribble this thing. Trying to dribble with this small of a basketball is hard.
But now I was attempting some dribble combos, and honestly, it was going pretty well.
Hey, I was kind of cooking there at the end. Honestly, once you get a little bit used to it, it's not too bad. I'm kind of surprised how good you can dribble with the smallest basketball ever. But now I'm going to give myself a little challenge. I'm going to try and make a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer with the smallest ball ever. The layup shouldn't be too hard, though. So, let's hit the layup. First try, as expected. Free throw, if I make this first try, you have to subscribe.
Unfortunately, I did not hit this. And honestly, it took me a couple minutes just to hit this one free throw. But then, after many failed attempts, I finally hit it.
Oh, I think that went in. That one hit.
Now I had to hit a three-pointer, but trying to hit this over and over, I just couldn't knock it down.
But I still have one question. Can I hit a half-court shot with a mini ball? I'm only going to try this a couple times because I don't think it's possible. First attempt, I don't even know why I'm attempting this. Okay, no. It might actually be possible.
I was saying that I was not ready for what was about to happen.
Woo! I actually made a half-court shot. I don't know how that just went in. I don't know how that just went in.
But after making that shot, I was now moving on to the silent basketball.
Alright, so you guys might be wondering, why am I in my living room? I am here to test how silent this silent basketball really is. So to compare, I have a normal basketball and I have the silent basketball, and I'm gonna see how loud this normal basketball is compared to a silent basketball. Alrighty, so let's see. We're gonna do the normal basketball first. That was very loud. Like, if I did that when my mother was home, I'm done for. Let's see the silent basketball now. That was definitely a lot quieter. So, I mean, it is silent, but it also isn't, because you can hear it still, but it definitely lowers the tone from a normal basketball.
So with that said, I was now on to testing other aspects of this basketball.
As far as dribbling goes, honestly, this thing doesn't feel too much different than the normal basketball when dribbling. It definitely feels a bit, it definitely feels a bit deflated than a normal basketball. Overall, though, this basketball dribbling is weird. Honestly, that's like a perfect way of describing it. And also, it's not a perfect circle, so it kind of feels weird when you're dribbling it.
So right here, I was really just trying to get a feel for it.
Alright, so another thing I want to test on this basketball is the quality. These lines literally look like it's a marker. Like someone just marked it on these lines. So the quality of the ball feels really, honestly bad. And I'm pretty sure this thing, I can squish it like this. I'm pretty sure this thing is made out of styrofoam. So that's also not a good look. There's just too many signs of this quality of basketball for this thing to even be considered an actual basketball. Feeling styrofoam when dribbling a basketball is just not a good look.
Those things tested, I now knew I needed to test the shooting with the silent basketball.
I'm now honestly curious to see what it's like to also make a layup, free throw, and three-pointer with a silent ball. Okay, doesn't feel too bad. Free throw. Woo! First try? First try. I'm honestly surprised I made that.
So with this three-pointer, I thought I was going to make it right away. But I couldn't have been more wrong. Miss after miss after miss.
Okay, already off the bat, I'm noticing that shooting farther actually makes the wind push it easier because of the weight of it. So that is a flaw of this ball already.
And even one of my shots started flying mid-air.
I literally tried to shoot it like the opposite way. It still didn't help.
After many more attempts, I come to realize that this shot would be impossible for me to make today.
Alright though guys, overall review on both of the balls, they're honestly pretty good for the price, quality. You know, honestly just testing them out was pretty fun. I honestly had a good experience testing them, and it honestly seemed like the public kind of liked them too. If you guys like videos like this, subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.